Vin Diesel is officially stepping back into the world of witches, curses, and immortality. After nearly a decade of waiting, The Last Witch Hunter 2 has received a huge update, and fans who stuck with the cult fantasy film might finally get the sequel they've been hoping for. Now let's be real, when the first Last Witch Hunter hit theaters back in 2015, it didn't exactly make waves at the box office. Directed by Breck Eisner, the film introduced us to Kaulder, an immortal witch hunter played by Diesel, battling against supernatural forces in modern-day New York. The cast was impressive. Rose Leslie as Chloe, Elijah Wood as Dolan 37th, and the legendary Michael Caine as Dolan 26th. But while the film pulled in around $146.9 million worldwide, it wasn't hailed as a major fantasy franchise starter. And yet, here we are almost 10 years later, with Lionsgate officially confirming that The Last Witch Hunter 2 is moving forward. The announcement came alongside a first-look image from the sequel, giving us a small but exciting taste of what's coming next. So what's new? Vin Diesel will of course be reprising his role as Kaulder, and it looks like Michael Caine is also set to return. While his deal hasn't been completely finalized, Lionsgate has made it clear they want him back. And honestly, it's hard to imagine a sequel without that wise, grounded energy Caine brought to the first film. The studio also dropped a telling detail. This project is on what they're calling a fast path to production. That means while the filming date hasn't been locked in yet, the momentum is there, and the priority is high. This sequel will be developed through Diesel's own One Race Films alongside Lionsgate, which signals a hands-on approach from Diesel himself. Here's where things get even more interesting. Lionsgate's Adam Folkelson explained why the studio is confident about a sequel, and his reasoning makes sense. Since 2015, The Last Witch Hunter has quietly gained traction across streaming platforms like Peacock and Plex. Over the years, it's become one of those movies people discover or revisit, almost giving it cult classic status. According to Fogelson, that steady fanbase, combined with newer audiences discovering it, showed them there's real appetite for more stories in this world. On top of that, he hinted that modern filmmaking tech will allow them to take the sequel to an even more ambitious scale without ballooning the budget. That could mean more world-building, more expansive action sequences, and maybe a chance to really lean into the darker, supernatural lore that the first movie only scratched the surface of. What's easy to forget is that The Last Witch Hunter wasn't just another fantasy action flick. The story itself was inspired by Vin Diesel's own Dungeons & Dragons campaigns. That's right, Diesel has been a D&D player for years, and he pulled elements from his campaigns into Kaulder's mythology. So in many ways, this sequel is more than just a paycheck project. It's a passion project that connects directly to Diesel's love for fantasy role-playing. The big question now is, can The Last Witch Hunter 2 win over both fans of the original and a wider audience? Will it follow in the footsteps of movies like John Wick, which grew into a massive franchise after a modest first outing, or will it remain more of a cult favorite continuation for the fans who stuck with it? We'll have to wait and see how this one develops, but with Vin Diesel locked in and Lionsgate pushing hard, the wheels are officially in motion. So what do you think? Are you excited to see Diesel return as Kaulder, or do you think the original story should have been left as a one-and-done fantasy? And if you did enjoy the first movie, what would you want to see the sequel expand on? The lore, the action, or maybe new witch-hunting allies? Let me know your thoughts down below.